Shalom, this is Amonute Tayac of Piscataway, your friendly neighborhood Shuman, Sophia Spiritualite, the AmaruKhan Miriyam, and we're here with our January and February wrap-up and give and receive request. If you notice, we did not do a give and receive for February. That is a purification month and a cleaning month, and so we're not going to do it in February. It's just to respect the energy of that particular month. However, we are in the midst of a leap day, and this is a once in 4-year opportunity for me to open a channel of giving, so that the universe knows that I am in tune with the universe and what is going on with the celestial clock, and therefore, our blessings can be given to us in the way that they need to be given. And so, therefore, I'm making my monthly give and receive request. This is coming into our new year. We have to literally observe the start of the new year. And I have been talking about this because I'm quite concerned about my ability to observe it based on my current circumstances. And so I would like to set it up so that I don't have to be worried about that. But I'm not exactly sure what that's going to take. So I have to do a little bit of figuring out of that, because we don't know when the new year starts. We wait until the sun changes stations, and we take our orders from the sun in regards to the start of our new year, just like Enoch suggested. And so that is what we follow over here. Everybody is free to do whatever feels comfortable for them, but we observe the start of the new year here. So I just wanted to do a wrap up of the things that we accomplished over the last 2 months since the 1st of January. The very first video I put out was about Cat Williams calling out the gatekeepers. And then, which was a very interesting video about the talented 10th. If you're not familiar with that concept, I'd suggest you go back to that video. And then I put out a video with the Teraphim, which is the protection of household idols. That was specifically talking about the helm of all. And if you have not bought one of those protection symbols, I highly recommend a helm of all for protection against a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not going to rehash all of that. And then we did a Capricorn new moon video. And then we talked about the Siddhar Bogar and Mars. And it's definitely a lot of Mars energy that is actually kind of shaping and guiding the planet at this time. I don't know exactly where that shows up, because a lot when nobody seems to be using the same timeline that I'm using, and therefore I can't I don't know where to point it out yet, but that's something that we will be looking forward to. And then or looking into, but definitely there's a lot of Mars energy, especially being that we have Mars in the North Node. Maybe that's where it's coming from, with Aries North Node for the next I think like a year almost, because it's 18 months about. All right, so then I did a video about navigating the halls of a mentee, and then we did a video about the original being's guide to Maherta. That seems like forever ago. That seems like forever ago now. And then I did a video using sweat to remove charms. So that was just a little quick video where I emphasized the necessity of our people to sweat in a way that, especially if you're using the flower mix in any way, shape, or form, which I'm going to make a video about that. I'll add it to my list. If you're going to use the flour mix in any way, shape, or form, you I suggest that you sweat as a part of the process of removing the charms and the black magic, right? Okay, so then I have a video, the truth about the golden age. People are talking about the Kali Yuga and all of that. Okay, you can't repeat me, okay? Okay. All right. And then we got a video, Psalm 23, the valley is not optional. Please don't think that the valley is optional. You must go through the valley. There's no getting around it. There's no getting past it. You literally have to go through it. So stop trying to avoid the valley, man. Just save yourself some stress and stop trying to avoid the valley. Get it over, get it out the way, and move on. But that whole, oh, I'm going to get through this without having to go through any of your shadow work. No, that's not even your shadow work, your shadow self. You have to come face to face with yourself, and you have to shout that thing down and say, no. Okay, we're not, excuse me, we're not doing prayers right now, okay? Okay, he's trying to do prayers right now. Oh, wow. All right, so thank you. Let me put this up. Okay. All right, so then we have a video, the Melchizedek priesthood versus the priesthood of Melchizedek. And so y'all know what that's about. We have to we were calling these people out so that, come on. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Calling these people out. All right, so then I had a regression, so that was really interesting, and I did a video on some notes, some things that I picked up, and we'll be talking about some more of that. And then we had the Leo full moon, which I did a video for. And then from the Moki to the Hopi, Lord have mercy. You know, the verbal erasure of our people. Then I did a video, Gideon's faith supported by proof. This is when we started asking for proof, just like Gideon. We decided we're going to ask for proof, just like Gideon. And then we started our Trust But Verify fast, which started on February the 2nd. And then I have a scripture that goes along with that. Then I did a video about the Super Bowl interpretation from my perspective, which is the Golden Shoeman versus the Bloody Chiefs. Which, in my perspective, again, we didn't actually lose anything. We just now, hey, they gotta do it on their own, right? And then I did a video about opening your hips and connecting. That was on the recommendation of a sister. Don't do that. Leave that alone, please. All right. Then the taboo of the Hebrew Israelites. That video was about money and politics and really getting into some of the stuff that goes along with that. And then I did a video about the Osage ritual that was done with the chiefs. Excuse me. The Osage ritual that was done. And then I did a video talking about a 50-year Jubilee reset. And that was just detailing how they always delayed us every 50 years and what ritual they use every... I'm doing something. What ritual they use every 50 years to delay us. No, you can't. You can stand right here, though. Oh, no, you can't touch this. Okay, so then we have the Aquarius new moon. Then I did a video on Janus, Juturna, and Fontus, which we pretty much figured out that these guys, their story is like, it's a lot of the stories are made up, but that story literally is just straight up patriarchal. Excuse me. Patriarchal crap. basically. All right, y'all. Gonna have to hold on a minute. Come on. Okay, because this is not working. Every 5 seconds, he's like, oh, let me get into something else. Let me get into something else. It's very distracting. Okay, so then I did a video as Juno as the mother goddess. That was down by the beach. And then we did a video for the Virgo full moon. Then I have a video which covers a couple different topics, which is the tribe of Issachar as yoke bearers, and Ops and Juno and Mary and Anna and Mary, kind of, putting those things together. And then the last video in the last 2 months was about Mari, the queen, which is from the Basque mythology. So we covered a lot of ground. A lot of this stuff needs to be expounded on some more. Some of this stuff I forgot about already. Actually, I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot of videos, but I guess it is actually a lot of information. So I'm definitely going to be reviewing some of this stuff because I don't even like the Cedar Bogar. I forgot all about that. Forgot about a lot of this stuff. I have been making like small like or I plan on making small sizes of the flower blend whatever products. It was one thing I was trying to figure out, which I think now I have an understanding of. So I'm going to change the formula slightly, not the ingredients. The ingredients are going to stay the same, but I'm just going to add a few more things into there now that I have a little bit more information about some other stuff. So that's still forthcoming. It's not that I don't, want to provide it, but I don't want to have to put it out there and then like, oh, I gotta change the formula, or I gotta change the formula again because I found something else. And I mean, I'll change the formula as much as I have to. I'm not super concerned about that, but I just don't want to. It's really hard developing products, which I think I talked about this, but that was my very first business was lotions, soaps, body butters. I made all of those products. I made a bunch of stuff from scratch. I had my own not season, but scent blends that I made that were therapeutic. This is really when people weren't doing that, to be honest. When I was doing it, people were like starting to get into it, but I was way, way, way ahead of everyone else. I think the very first set of products I made was in 2004. I believe it was before I had my oldest daughter. So I think it was 2004 when I made my very first blend of products. And so people weren't really into natural products at that time like that. It wasn't as popular as it is right now. And so, if I'm going to get back into it, I want it to be correct, and I'm just, trying to make sure I include all of the relevant stuff because it's really easy to forget stuff, honestly, when you haven't done something like this since, I mean, I've always been making products, but I haven't made any for public consumption since that time. So I have been giving them out to people, though, like I was talking to a sister at the gym, and she was talking about some problems that she was having, and so I actually gave her my product straight out my gym bag because I really don't like when these spirits get to messing with people. So they actually introduced me to another product, which I'll be doing a video about soon, and hopefully this is something that we can produce amongst ourselves, and I don't have to order it from somebody else. But I'll get to that. So again, the goal for March, we have the New Year to observe. That's really important. I also we have the new year to observe, which is really important. I'm also looking at putting the line out there. And then I'm going to have another video because we're actually going to begin intake for our band. And like I had mentioned before, I don't necessarily like the word tribe, but I do love the word band because I'm a musician. And so we're going to begin doing intake for our band. I have another video that's going to be specifically about that. And so I will need some resources to get that moving the way that I would like to. I need to, we're going to use Telegram as our primary basis until we have our own, oh shoot, we're going to have our own platform eventually. That's the goal, is to have our own platform. Look at God. Okay. So anyway, so we want to get ourselves together, get going in the right direction. We're definitely going to be making some serious moves with our new year. Trying to get my goal actually for March and moving forward is to pull as many of our people as we can from under the ownership, the chattel ownership of the federal government. Um, that's my goal. Just that part, not dealing with the expenses and all of that stuff, but we really want to get our people from to at least not be owned by a hostile foreign government, at least not be a refugee on your own land. That's really what I'm trying to accomplish. And the spiritual side, I think we've got a handle on that. I do believe that, there's just some other, little stuff that needs to be done that's not quite, uh, we're not quite ready. We're not quite there. We have some more work to do. So I'll be really excited to get to the point where we have some other stuff done. So, keep an ear to the ground for what we're working on. I have a bunch of videos that's going to be coming out establishing the starts of certain things, but I want to get this one out first so people have the opportunity to have the universe pour back into them as they pour into me, because I do pray, of course, for my followers all the time. You guys are always on my altar. That's just how I am, and we just, we're going to keep moving forward no matter what. We have a really good time ahead of us, and I just need everybody to buckle down, hold on, and don't let the imagination take you further than is necessary, if you know what I mean. So, shalom, everyone, of course, and we'll see you in the next video.